Hello and welcome to Mark in the Park, the program from Urbana Park District where we let you know what's going on in your parks. Remember, at Urbana Park District, you belong here. I'm Mark Schultz and we're joined by Savannah Donovan, the Environmental Public Program Coordinator at Urbana Park District. And we are going to talk about the Friendship Grove Nature Playscape at Anita Purves Nature Center. This has been open for going on 2 years now.
Almost 2 years this April.
That's wonderful. What is it?
So, Nature Playscape is different from a playground where you might find traditional features like slides and swing sets, because all of the features at a Nature Playscape are going to be nature-based. So, we have logs and boulders and hills as climbing structures instead of, the plastic or metal kind of play features that you might see traditionally. And then we also are offering digging areas and lots of, we call them loose parts. So things like kitchen supplies or wooden blocks that are scattered throughout the playscape. These all add these components of excitement, things that kids can manipulate and really make their own experience with. So we see a lot of imaginative play at the Nature Playscape.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It really is.
Now, why did the Park District decide to build this playscape?
Well, lots of reasons. It really fit right with the Park District's mission to provide experiences that are accessible to everyone, to enhance the quality of life for our citizens. And it was just something that we saw a need for in our community. Not all parents are necessarily comfortable taking their kids out for free play in a natural area like Busey Woods, but they might be more comfortable bringing their kids to the Nature Playscape where they know that the climbing features are inspected for safety and that, it is somewhat of a regulated environment so that, we are doing regular safety inspections at least once a week there. So it's not like just playing in the wild. It's a little bit of a halfway point between, playing in your neighborhood playground versus, out in nature with no boundaries at all.
So they get to interact with nature, but in more of a controlled park-like environment that, I want to stress, has been inspected for safety.
Absolutely, yeah. And, another nice part about that is that kids are then getting a nature experience, but they're not harming the wildlife or the plants that are around them too. Everything that's planted there is meant for the kids to be able to explore and, even pick sometimes. We know how kids are and how they like to play with plants, and that's okay. That's okay at the Nature Playscape. Whereas if they were at Meadowbrook Park, maybe we wouldn't want them to be picking or destroying plants for fun. But that's how kids learn and grow, is through play and hands-on exploration and, being able to touch and manipulate and taking something and turning it into a tool with a whole other use or imagining that it's something completely different. So that's the kind of play that we see at our Nature Playscape. And that's the kind of play that really turns into creative thinking and problem-solving skills later on.
And this park, or this playscape, is accessible for everyone of all abilities.
It is, yes. The path is ADA accessible. Each of the main features is designed such that a wheelchair can pull up, or a child who's not in their wheelchair, should be able to have the same opportunities and access the same things from the ground as other children who are not mobility limited. But, more than that, it's really catering to all variety of child's abilities, no matter what their age or development level, too. So we say that the climbing structures are intended for ages 5 to 12, but we see just as much exciting and creative play from the younger kids. So age 0 to 5 get, equally or more, maybe.
Toddlers love playing in the dirt too.
They do, yeah. So we really have something to offer for all ages of kids.
So really, there's no age limit. People are
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's wonderful.
No, we see a lot of parents out there who are having just as much fun as their kids.
I can think of a lot of dads who would like to dig and play around.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good. And when is the Playscape open, and does it cost anything to get in?
There's no admission at the Nature Playscape or the Anita Purves Nature Center. So everything that we're offering during our open hours is free to the public to come and go. We do close at sunset, just like any of the Urbana parks. So sunrise to sunset are the open hours of any of the outdoor areas at the park district.
And this Playscape is right off of the Anita Purves Nature Center. So if somebody needs to come in, take a break, use the facilities to get a drink, very easy to go in and go back out again.
Yep, absolutely.
So we talked a little bit about some of the Playscape features, very natural areas, lots of digging, lots of exploratory things. This is really a child/parent-directed discovery. There's not really lectures taking place or classes that you're teaching out there.
Well, no, but we have offered classes out there. What we found is that it can be sort of distracting to the preschool age group when we have a class at the Playscape. They might not want to participate in the class if there's something else at the Playscape that's catching their eye. So we'll lose a lot of participants to running up and down the hill. But we're going to try something a little bit different. Starting on Friday, March 1st is the first date of our Nature Play Kids series. Nature Play Kids is an hour-long program from 10 to 11 a.m. on Fridays. And like I said, it starts in March and it goes midway through April. And we do ask that parents sign up in advance. There is a small fee of $4, but parents can also just drop in and pay that $4 as well. So what we're going to do a little bit differently this time is base that program still outdoors, but shift it to more like the front of the Nature Center. And then we'll have that group, whoever we're working with, we will take excursions maybe into the Playscape or into Busey Woods, or maybe even into Crystal Lake Park, just depending on what the theme of our exploration is for that day. So we are using it as a program space at the Playscape. Our last free program there was the Mad Hatter Tea Party, and that was last October. And that was a really great time because that program was just very open-ended. We had extra things for kids to do, but they could go back and forth from programmed activities to just general nature play activities. And
there's just something to do. And when you were saying that having structured things, kids might not be full participants. I can just picture I'd be the one chasing the butterflies.
Right, yeah, exactly. But we do those as programs too, so.
That's good, that's good.
Yeah.
Now, can somebody make, it's open for everybody, but if somebody wants to have like a birthday party or some other thing, can they make reservations for the Nature Playscape?
Well, sort of. I'm glad you mentioned birthday parties. At the Nature Center, we do offer birthday parties inside the Nature Center. After we developed the Playscape, there were a couple birthday party programs that we have now developed just for that space. So one of them is the Mud Kitchen birthday party.
Fun.
Yes. So if a child wanted to have a mud kitchen party, we would start inside the Nature Center. We'd take all the kids out to the Playscape, and then we'd have some recipes for mud pies, mud stews, and then we'd get the kids busy on the Nature Playscape. And so they can have a programmed party where a staff person is helping to facilitate these experiences. For that, we like at least 2 weeks notice, at least, for somebody to get the date that they would like optimally. And those do have a fee associated with them. But if somebody just wanted to have a gathering at the Playscape, all we ask is that they call the Nature Center in advance to let us know if it's a group of 10 or more people. Because when we get all these group visits and programs on our calendar, we can really help advise people about the best time to visit. you know, if you're going to have your homeschool group meet out there, maybe you don't want to do it at the same time as, you know, somebody else's party or picnic or something. So we can kind of help people navigate the best times to go. And it might even be possible for us to reserve some picnic tables at no charge.
Very good. And you don't want to crash somebody's mud kitchen birthday party.
No.
And this is also, the Playscape is also an award-winning structure.
That's right. So we were awarded last year in 2018 the Governor's Hometown Award. And that award came from all of the community involvement that happened all in the planning, design, construction, and even since then, you know, we've had just an overwhelming outpour of community involvement towards this Playscape. And that's one of the signs to me that it was something that our community really wanted and appreciates. So we've had, let's see, most recently an Eagle Scout built a little free library that's there. We have some new turtle-shaped planters that are made from reclaimed wood. That was a donation from someone. But, you know, throughout the project, different people have come together to help build and plant plants. And we had a service group out there raking mulch last week. So because of all of the ways that we've been able to engage our community, and we had almost 5,000 visitors last year that we could count. So, you know, maybe we had 10,000 visitors at the Playscape. It's hard to say. But that was one of the main reasons why we won the award. You know, before we built the Playscape, we actually asked kids what they wanted. And I guess that's something that not everybody does. So that was another thing that they really recognized in that award, was that we looked at who we wanted to serve, which was the children in our community, and we asked them first, what did they want?
And that community involvement really has made it a successful thing, because you're building what the kids want.
Exactly.
And it's accessible, and it's right there at Anita Purves Nature Center. Now, if somebody has any questions, maybe want to say, I want to bring my homeschool group there, or I want to bring a little, you know, playmates there for a little play party. How do they get in touch with you? How do they find out more about the Nature Playscape? Okay.
The best way is just to call the Nature Center. I can say the phone number,
Say
but
it.
I don't know. Are you going to remember it? Write this down, folks.
And we'll flash it on the screen.
The phone number at the Nature Center is 217-384-4062.
Okay.
So give us a call. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So if you call anytime during those hours, you can talk to a person who will help you. If you call outside of those hours, leave a voice message, somebody will get back to you as soon as we can. And we're getting better about using Facebook Messenger too to communicate with customers. We really, you know, want to provide the best customer service we can.
And Anita Purves Nature Center is on Facebook and on Twitter.
Yes, and we just started an Instagram account.
Stand back.
I know.
All right. So a lot of ways to find Anita Purves Nature Center and find out more about the Friendship Grove Nature's Playscape. Savannah Donovan, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Mark.
Savannah Donovan, Environmental Public Program Coordinator, has been our guest today on Mark in the Park, talking about the Friendship Grove Nature Playscape, a place that you can go out and explore natural areas right around Urbana Park District and right at Anita Purves Nature Center. You belong there. I'm Mark Schultz. Thanks for joining us.